What's going on, guys? Fun with Knives back again. Got an unboxing for you today and something a little bit different for my channel. As you guys know, I recently did a knife sale and I was looking into getting different kinds of knives. I had too many just, strictly EDC folders, and I wanted to branch out a little bit, and this is one of the ones I chose. I got a lot of knives coming in, maybe not a lot, but ones I'm excited about at least. So what you're looking at, this big old Schrade box, is the SCHF52M. So a little bit before we get into the unboxing of this video, I'm an avid hiker. I don't know if I'd call myself an outdoorsman or anything, but I do enjoy going around hiking in the mountains, doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But I'm definitely not any sort of bushcraft master or anything. So I never really had a blade to fit that that need for me. I have a couple machetes and stuff like that for clearing brush. I got an axe or two for splitting wood, and that was really about it. And then I have, of course, all my EDC knives and a couple really small fixed blades. So in contrast to that, we have this big old thing. So I'll take it out of the box here. You got some paperwork in there. That's really about it. And this thing barely fits into the frame, so we might have to look at this thing in sections. So basically what this knife is an affordable option for those who do not necessarily need a USA-made 1095 bushcraft camp knife, whatever you want to call that. Some great companies are Tops, SE Knives, people like that. But those are USA made, and they're going to cost you a little bit more. Maybe their 1095 is heat treated a little bit better. But this Schrade knife is going to give you micarta handles, 1095 steel, a great size, for $45, and I was really stoked about that. We'll talk about the sheath in a second. I'll just give you guys a quick specs, tell you what I'm going to use this knife for, and what I think of it so far. So you can see here that this is definitely the biggest blade that I have. I think you can still call this a knife. It's not quite into machete or anything like that yet. We have a 7-inch blade. Your cutting edge is 6 1/4 inches with that large finger choil here. Your handle length is right at 5 inches. Your blade stock is almost 1/4 inch, 0.23 inches, really stocky. Really, it's got a lot of weight to it. It's 1 pound and about 2 ounces, and I think that's without the sheath. This has got a nylon sheath that'll probably add, an ounce or two to that as well. So guys, you can see coated 1095 steel here, hollow ground, Schrade logo. Of course, their dumb names where it's a a whole series of letters and numbers. SCHF52M. The 52 I think comes with like a TPE handle, kind of a rubbery plastic, and this is micarta. And micarta knives always seem to be a lot more money than their plastic handled counterparts. And for this being $46, it's awesome. You can see there's a couple of iffy areas in the micarta. This side looks a lot better, but it's awesome. It's got a lot of traction to it. It's not polished or anything. It's kind of like an unfinished micarta where it's going to soak up that moisture really well. You can see there it in my hand. Sorry guys, this thing's just barely fitting in the frame here. But guys, I'm going to be using this as mainly a camp knife. This is not a hiking knife to me. It's too heavy, it's too bulky. I don't have a need for that. But me, around the campsite, I think this is going to be a good thing. If there's some wood that needs to be processed, some just heavier kind of chopping tasks. This is just a chopper to me in a fairly compact package. I don't need a 9-inch or a 12-inch chopper. I think this will do the job. It came very sharp. I did a sharpness test on it. You can tell that there's a little bit of issues in quality control. You can see that it's really sharp. You can't really get it in video, but the coating's kind of weird towards the tip there. But overall, this thing is looking pretty good for the $45 I spent on it. Now, your sheath, it's a pretty simple mechanism, honestly. It's a kind of a hard plastic inside the nylon, like most of these nylon sheaths are. Fits in there pretty nice. You have a buckle, which is nice. Kind of the button on it there instead of the Velcro, which is awesome. Just your one loop over there for your belt. Came with a little bit of paracord here on the bottom. I'll probably throw some different stuff in here that's longer to throw around my leg, so this doesn't flop around, as it's sitting on my belt. And then your kind of bonus thing with these knives, I'm not sure what Schrades this comes with, but I know some of their outdoor ones come with this. You got a ferro rod for striking some sparks and everything, and then you do have a little diamond sharpening stone. to keep your blade at least usable out in the field. So that's kind of an added bonus. So guys, what do I think of this? Well, guys, I'm not an expert in this outdoor kind of stuff. I really go hiking quite a lot, like I said, but you know, I'm not doing overnight trips all the time where I'm just backpacking for days on end and I need a super reliable blade. But I think this thing is a great alternative already to some of those $150 options for, you know, your survival kind of knife. For 45 bucks, I think this thing is going to do exactly what I need it to and nothing more. So hope this brought a little bit of information to you guys. I can't wait to show off some of the other ones that are rolling into the channel. Give you guys something a little bit different, and maybe I'll be starting a new fixed blade lifestyle. Who knows? You know, I'm really interested in the fixed blades as of late. So thanks for watching, guys, and make sure to have fun with your knives.